Hello guys, this is SMH Cuber, and today I'm going to be doing a cube collection video. So let's start out with my Yushin 3x3. Oh, this is the second part, 2A. So yeah, this is going to be the the Yushin 3x3. It's pretty nice. The last blind solve attempt I did with this, and that was like in July or August or something, and I haven't done a blind solve attempt since then. That was so close. It was like 2 pieces away from being solved, but I'll probably do another attempt sometime soon. So yeah, this is a nice cube except for slight catches. But it's not terrible. It's still pretty good, I would say. And let's see, what did I get this? Well, I know I got the Yushin Fire with my big Speed Cube. It was not. I think it was my big Speed Cube Shop unboxing. So then after that, I realized it was the wrong cube. I meant to get this Yushin, so I ended up getting this Yushin a little bit after that in March, I think. So then, yeah. Next, ShengShou 6x6. So yeah, I had it on my table. The weight is solid right here, and as you can see right here, I made it so both these sides don't have any weight on them. But this cube was my only 7x7 for a while. I got it Christmas 2013. As you guys know, I stopped cubing for a while, sometime 2014 to November 2015. So yeah, this cube continued to be my main in 2015 until I got my Alfu early January 2016 this year. And then this, oh wait, let's move on to this first. I'm missing a sticker here. I'm pretty sure I have a replacement. I just haven't bothered to go get the replacement stickers out. So this is a ShengShou 8x8, my only 8x8 that I own. I did a solve on it sometime in, like, near the end of the summer, and it was like 24 minutes. It should have been way better. It could have been better. I just kind of messed up throughout the solve. But, yeah, this is my only 8x8 ShengShou. It turns pretty nice. I mean, not compared to, like, Alfu or anything like that, or any speed cubes like that. Definitely when I got it, I thought it turned really nice for a big cube, because I got this, as you can see, I'm unboxing my channel, like, October 2013 or something, around there. So, yeah, and here's my ShengShou 9x9. The only solve I did on this was in June, and it was 39 minutes. I can do way better now. I know I can. And this is not the only 9x9 on the market. There's 2 others, a YJ, which is terrible, which I know of, and like the Yushin, which is probably way better than this. But this is the only good 9x9 out on the market. When I got this, day before Christmas Eve 2013, I solved this. It took me like 3 hours the first time. But yeah, some stickers are peeling, and I think I replaced a sticker or something once. Not sure, but it still turns pretty nice for such a big cube. Now, I can let this lean a little bit. Allow this to work. Not gonna work. Let's try this one more time. Okay, that might be working a little better. So yeah, 4 cubes done. Next cube, 55mm Zanchi. I think I got this sometime 2013. I probably have an unboxing or something. The other Zanchi I have is not as good because I brought it underwater. It's the full-size stickerless. So this is the only real good Zanchi I have left. It's still really good even today's standards, even though it came out in like 2011. It can still, it's still like a pretty good cube, but it's not as good as many cubes today. It has many flaws, but it's still a good cube. I'd probably only average like 2-3 seconds slower on this, just because of the fact of the lock effect. I'm not used to using this cube. Yeah, Diane Zanchi 55mm. Here's a treasure chest cube. I got this, I think Christmas. I'm not sure. You can probably see an unboxing on my channel. I think it might have been before or a little after Christmas or before it or something. I'm not exactly sure. But I do have my cubicle 1x1 in there. Oh, so this is another cube that I probably would have forgotten to add. So this is 7th of this unboxing. So that's added to the new puzzle. The new amount. The new total. Out of the 2 videos, the other videos I've had also. So yeah. Here is another mix-up cube. I think I had one in my last video. It's not too hard to solve this puzzle. I think I've gotten like 1 minute something on it. Is that PB or something like that? Or maybe 3 minutes or something like that. It's fun to solve, but I wish there was a better turning one. Because it does lock up quite a bit. This is the original one I had. The other one I was trying to turn into a Fisher mix-up cube, which would actually work as a new thing. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it would still be different. I don't remember exactly why, but it would. Why was it? I don't remember, but there's something about it that actually. Oh no, not just a Fisher. I was gonna cut down this and put it here. So then it would be Fisher on the top and bottom. So it'll be a Fisher mix-up cube. So that's why. So yeah. Next. I think this is a Hualong. Hualong, not Huanlong. Moyu Hualong. Pretty nice cube. I got this, I think, in my March SpeedCube shop unboxing, I think. It's by Backup Main at Spring Scramble 2016, with my main being the regular Thunderclap, not the cubicle. Yeah. Next, this is a ShengShell 3x3 that have a Rubik's logo on it. This came with my 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5 ShengShell kit that I got in 2013. Not a kit, it's just like a bundle. I had already had a 2x2, 3x3, and a 4x4. I just wanted a 5x5, and I said, why not just continue my ShengShell series so I have a line of ShengShell puzzles at least. I know this is definitely nowhere near the best ShengShell 3x3. I know there's like a Fang Wan or something that's good, even in today's standards. It's pretty good. This, it turns really nice and clicky. It has a very satisfying feeling, but it has like terrible reverse corner cutting. It does not even cut. It can only cut like a half a degree of reverse. That causes lockups, and it can only cut a little bit forward, only to about there. First line, say 30 degrees or so. Wait, but if you're, I don't remember exactly. Yeah, that would be about like barely 30 degrees. Just terrible. And here's what's it called? Fengshi Jiao or something like that. Jiao something. Jiao Sheng or something. Whatever. It starts with a J. I don't remember exactly what it's called. When I first got this, I did not really like this at all. But it's actually not a terrible cube. It's just really smooth. Doesn't have that good corner cutting, but it is a really smooth cube that just works along while you're solving it. It just like, it's really smooth. So I'll show you by doing a solve. And oh my gosh, I'm not really used to this cube. It kind of feels really tiring to solve for me. It might be seeming really smooth when I'm doing an algorithm, but it's just really tiring to solve. It seems like it's too much effort to just even turn. And I got this one unstickered so I could just put my color scheme on it. I didn't know. I just know that this cube does feel really nice when you're doing algorithms, but in actual solve it just feels really tiring. The M layers are tiring. and slow. And there's some lockups on this. It doesn't have such good corner cutting. But it's not a terrible cube. It's way better than many cubes from 2014, 13 time. Just isn't as comparable to today's standards, but you never know. It can still be a good cube to people with different preferences, and if you change the tensions and stuff, it still could be good, I'm saying. This is a YJ Yusu that I got for Christmas. This is, I think, my first Moyu puzzle that I unboxed. Or it's not Moyu, YJ at least. Well, I mean like an actual speed cube, like, that's a Moyu or YJ. I wanted to get an Aosu, but I got this. I got an Aosu in January, though. So, this was pretty good when I got it. It was, like, one of the best cubes I had ever felt before. Because my name was, like, a Shengshou 4-4. It was probably, like, version 3 or 2 or 4 or something like that. This was way better. But the thing about it was during the summer, I took it into the underwater, or, like, April or something. And it's gotten really stiff since then, so it's not as good. That's why it's kind of tiring to solve. Yeah. Next puzzle. This is my original Rubik's Brand 3x3 that I got this in May 2013. This is what I originally learned how to solve one. I did have one when I was like 7 or so, but I can't find it that I could never solve. I could just get like 2 sides or whatever. I remember like trying to turn the middle layer, like I would go like this or something. I would do stuff like I didn't even know what I was doing. And now I just made a cool flower pattern. So yeah, that's my original Rubik's 3x3. It doesn't, I did lube lots of stuff with this. Originally, I tried lubing it with, like, water, which was stupid. And I lubed it with, like, WD-40, and then I washed it out. And I don't remember what else. I put some, like, regular lube in it, but then, earlier this year I put like more lube in it, and it was way too much, and it made it slower than it actually was before. It was actually pretty smooth and stuff. And just overall, this cube's just really old, but it did end up being really good. I made a video how to make your Rubik's Brand good and how it can do 45 corner cutting. And I just turned it like that to do it. It's not really 45 degree corner cutting, but that's what I said it was. So yeah. Now this. I have 2 of these cubes. It's a mix from a Guanlong and a YJ Fisher cube. This one has the middle layer of a Guanlong, and it's a Fisher cube on the outside. So it's a basically cutter Fisher cube. The other one's just a cutter cube. I don't know if I'll ever take these apart, but I probably will eventually. So yeah. Next is this puzzle. This is the Premium Thunderclap. So yeah, one of the pieces started to break, but I just put it back together, and it's still kind of okay. I think it was like a yellow, green, red, or something like that. This piece probably, but it still works kind of. It still like is really good cube. Like this is This is still a really good cube on the market, and it's really fast and controllable. It's just not my main, because the Valk is way better, along with a few other cubes. In 1 second, I'll be right back, and I'm going to get a cube that I failed to fix. So, yeah. 1 second, guys. Okay, so here is my Eaton's Twist, guys. If you want to see, I'll move this over. Eaton's Twist cube, and at one point, a corner had like broken off of the piece, and I tried to fix it, put it back on, and this was in the summer, and I just wanted to wait it to stay good, and I never scraped this off and tried to put it back in. I just never did. I tried fixing this for a long time. It's never worked, and this was my last attempt, and I never even like finished trying with that. So yeah, that's the Eaton's Twist cube. think this is a really messed up Guhong because I took it into the, yeah, it's a Guhong, no torpedoes. Because I took it into the water and made it even worse, and it's really tight, so just makes it all more worse. It's really tight and terrible, probably worse than QB times Jing Ching sticker. Is way worse than that. So yeah, this is not a, this was once good, but definitely not anymore. Got this. It was my first like speed cube, like actual speed cube, other than like a V cube or a Rubik's brand. So yeah, it was way good back then, but I just messed it up, as you can see. I still have it. And 1 second, let's close the door so you can't really hear. Whatever's going on. I don't care. My thing that holds up towers or whatever just fell out of the wall. I'll fix that later. So here is the cutter cube. Missing a cap. Let's see if I can get to it. I think it's the cap. Yeah. And let's see if I can just solve this for you guys. It's just a few moves away, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so yeah. And so, ignore the noise in the background, that's just my parents. But anyway, here is the cutter cube. The shades are slightly different, but it still works out. It's not a bad thing. So this is the Guanlong with the Fisher cube, middle layer. Just a regular cutter cube. It's way better than the mod that I made. Like an actual mod from a cube. So yeah. That is my cutter cube. Second one. So here is the thunderclap that I put the Yushin Blue strings into. It's kind of a weird feeling. It's like, seems really tight, but still smooth and fast at the same time. It would never be my main or anything because of that weird feeling. It has such resistance on these M layers. And some layers are stronger than others depending on the strings. And and it has a weird feeling. It's very weird to describe. It feels like it moves so easily yet resistant at the same time, kind of. Not really good at describing this. So this is my thunderclap that originally had regular springs, and I did put what was it? Well, it had a regular springs, and this was my main at Spring Scramble 2016. So yeah, this was my main there. So yeah, next puzzle. This is my Owl-Long. This was the first puzzle I ever restickered. Well, it might have been the Tangpo. I remember I restickered them at the same time. It was either this or the Tangpo. I might have just restickered the Tangpo first, but this turned out pretty good for me. Just hand stickering every single one. And I remember I uploaded a video to a picture to Florida Cubing of like the bubbles instead of that's okay comp legal, because I had no idea. I had never been to a comp before anyway. But all the bubbles are completely gone. This is still a really good cube. It ended up not even being my main for my first competition, because at the competition I got a Meiying and a Guoguan Yuxiao, and the Meiying was my main that first comp, even though it didn't have my custom sticker shades on it. I was risking it because I really liked that cube. Thought it was better than this Owl-Long V2. So as you can see, it's just really fast. It has a slight lockup issue, and that's why I don't like it as much as other cubes. So yeah, even though it's still really good. This is WIT 2. I got this in my what's it called? My March cuticle unboxing. And I liked it quite a bit. It was like kind of like a trade-off between that and like a few other cubes that might have been my main. So yeah, it's still a really good cube, and it was probably like the best back in 2011 when it was like the only good 2x2. So yeah, here is mine. Shengshao Gigaminx that I've only solved once, and that wasn't in one sitting. I could probably solve it again and get quite a good time. But I don't know. So yeah, this is my Shangshao Gigamix. It turns pretty well. The inner layers are more rough than the outer ones. The outer ones are more smooth, but it's still a good cube. It's just hard to get your grip on, I would say. That's the biggest issue with this cube, but it's still really good. Here is my Calvin's Puzzle 3x3x5 that I got, I think, the beginning of 2014 because I didn't get it for Christmas 2013 because my mom had gotten one of these, but it was the super one on accident. I was like, I can't solve that. I actually ended up solving that later in the year, and I think I showed that in my earlier part of this thing, but I eventually figured out how to solve it, and using like a method that I created, that other super one, it was pretty cool. This puzzle isn't too, still a pretty, this puzzle is a good cube. As you can see, I did tape like this, like here, to make sure it didn't like fall, caps didn't fall off, which it had an issue of, but the tape actually works pretty well, and it doesn't like make any issues with the puzzle's functionality or turning or anything. So this still is pretty nice. See? And here is a barrel 3x3, which when I originally got in, like, I think 2013 or something, maybe Christmas, I got a lot of cubes then, because, like, I basically just asked for cubes and hardly anything else. I have, like, it originally had, like, colors on each layer like this, and then different colors here and here. But I unstickered it and used these stickers that I originally got for, like, a Fink Sheet or something from CubeSmith in 2013 or 14 or something, that I couldn't re-sticker because I didn't even know how to take the piece out or, like, unsticker it or anything. So I to take the cap off because I didn't even know how to take those stickers off. But anyway, so this I re-stickered. This is the first cube I ever re-stickered. Like I made like stickers something. It took quite a while to figure out, and these look weird because I just had regular cube stuff. The other cube, the Along was my first speed cube I re-stickered, but this cube I re-stickered it in like December last year, 2015, and it's my only barrel 3x3 that I have. Pretty cool cube though. So yeah, it's like a de-aging something, so it does lock up quite a bit, but it still has really smooth turning. So yeah. Next, this is a Lingpo with Guanpo edges. As you can see, I switched the Guanpo edges, and I switched the corners. I switched the edges out of the Guanpo and the Lingpo to the other cube. This little thing. It might make this slightly better, but I don't know if it makes much of a difference. The Guanpo a little bit too. But it was still pretty. It wasn't too hard to do, and it was pretty cool to do also. This is my 4x4x2 that I got in March from Speedcube Shop in that big unboxing. I solved this 2 or 3 times, or probably 4 times or so. Might have timed it once. The hardest part is probably like the cube shape because it's kind of weird, and I did it intuitively, and it kind of is difficult to figure out. But it's still a really fun cube. It's cool that it is cubic. It's unproportional, but it is cubic, so that is cool. Don't really care that it's unproportional, but because that doesn't really matter. But still, it's pretty cool. Really cool cube. In here, this kind of like broken Speed Stacks bag, like all my timer, is the Moyu Wheel of Time, which I got. I don't remember when. Some time. I think I got it in the summer. So I have an unboxing on my channel. You can see. Might have been at the end of the school year last year. But it's similar to a 5x5, except for these. It's like a 3x3 with an extension center, like a 5x5. Kind of like a cross cube a little bit, but it's kind of a little different. And the sticker's missing again. Oh, it's right here. I found it. Here's the sticker, and I'm gonna put it back on now. stickers back on, as you can see. It has everything, so this is kind of similar to the Cross Cube, but I'm not sure if it's exactly the same. Oh, it doesn't have like pieces here. So basically how you do this is that you have to solve it like a 3x3 first. I made the mistake of solving the centers first once, because I'm used to that with a 5x5. No, you solve the 3x3 first, and then you basically do turns like this, and like fix the centers like that, and you move it back, kind of like that. It's not too difficult. It's just getting it to turn correctly is the biggest issue. So yeah, pretty nice cube. We'll put it back in here and sit it over here. So, next cube. This is a Yushin Fire that I brought into the water, so it's kind of messed up and slow, but it's not terrible. It's still like pretty slow and not too fast at all because of the fact that I brought in the water. It felt differently before, but I mean, I don't really use this cube, so I don't really care too much. Still have it though. I just have this Yushin Fire. So, yeah. And this is the other. Oh wait, no, this is just the G caps. I gotta mix up with something else. It turns pretty good. It's just not one of the best 2x2s. Maybe Chi will make another cube. Chi wasn't as big in the cube world earlier this year as it is becoming now. So yeah, Chi's playing a much bigger role, and it's probably gonna be like a rival of Moyu soon, because like the Valk, the GTS rivals, same with probably the Aosu and the Wukwe, or just the YJ Guansu, or even Yushin Blue will also be in a fight with that. 5x5s, there's the Wei Chuang, and then there's the Wu Shuang, and there's the Wei Shi and the Wu Hua, and then there's the Aofu, and there's the new Wei Ju or something, and also the Yushin Zone, which is supposed to be the best. So there's always like this three-way like fight, which I feel like currently now, Chi with all the new cubes it's released is at the top, kind of like in the main N/N market. Moyu's in second, and then Yushin's at the bottom. And overall, I feel like it's kind of tied between Chi and Moyu, where Moyu and Chi both have a lot of good puzzles, but they're still like fighting against each other. And Yushin's at the bottom because it doesn't have as many puzzles as it could. You don't hear of a Yushin Pyraminx, a Yushin Cube, a Yushin Megaminx, things like that. I mean, Chi doesn't. Oh yeah, Chi doesn't have one, right? X-Man. Oh yeah, X-Man is a branch of Chi, so she does have a Megaminx, which I think is the best. That stickless one. So yeah, this is the calves. This is my Fengshi Ghost Cube. I think it's not completely solved right now. I don't know what's wrong with it. I solved it now. It's good. This is, yeah, so yeah. First there's a dispute with Virus Cube, but they settled it, so this is okay to buy. And that's when I bought it. So yeah, this is pretty nice. I did hand sticker it, because it came unstickered. But yeah, it is, pretty nice Ghost Cube, and the only Ghost Cube I ever solved, because the 3x3 one, when I tried to solve it, it messed up, and I never solved it, and then I finally took it apart to try to put it back together, but I never knew which layer was originally the turned off layer, so I never solved it. This is the Guanpo that has the Lingpo edges, and I feel like it's pretty good. It's just pretty fast, but it still has a lockup issue kind of. The reverse cut is better with it, but it's still not the best cube. It feels really smooth over to a weird point, but it still locks up. back cube. So here is the 2x2x4 by Rubik's. It's not that good turning puzzle. I did re-sticker the blue side because originally I had another color. I don't remember exactly what the color was. I think that's the only side I also re-stickered the yellow because I think the blue was right here and then yellow is on this side, so that's why. But I made it more of a normal color scheme with all of the stickers. It's not a good turning puzzle, but it's still a cool puzzle to have in the n by n plus 2 by n plus 2, no, n by n by n plus 2 category, just like 3 by 3 plus by 3 plus 2 is 3 by 3 by 5, just like that category. These types of shifting puzzles. So yeah, it's still a pretty cool cube. Not the best turning, but still cool. I think it's the only mass-produced 2x2x4. So here is the X-Man 3x3. The Tornado. I feel like it's a really good cube, just way too uncontrollable. It's just, I don't know why it has to be so uncontrollable. It has, like, good everything. It just made it way too uncontrollable. If it wasn't so uncontrollable, it would be such a good cube. It's just like, let me show you as I do a solve. So weird to try to handle like that. It's just so uncontrollable. Causes lockups. As you can see, I don't really have such controlled slow with that. Here's a gear cube that I re-stickered with all of her stickers. It was pretty nice to re-sticker. This had the ones that were painted on. You can kind of see the purple there. I just laid it over those. It's a pretty easy solve, and I did get my PB of like 2 or 3 seconds on this, which is a really easy scramble. It was only like 5 or 6 moves or something. Which I tried speed solving this, because I do a lot of puzzles that I try, but for a little bit, I always have that phase where I just try to speed solve this non-difficulty puzzle, but then I just get bored of it. So yeah, Gear Cube, I don't remember what brand exactly. Here's a Shang Shao Pyramorphix, which I did try to speed solve this too, but happened to be the main time I tried to speed solve this type of cube was before I had this, so I had a terrible one, which is this Mosey one. But yeah, let me just do a quick solve of this. I haven't solved it in a while, so it might not be good. See, I kind of messed up. I messed up quite a bit. Yeah, that's terrible. What did I do? Okay, I messed up on this solve. Let's see. Okay. So then, still, I think I did the wrong. I messed up on this quite a bit. I did not solve this good. I cannot seem to solve this good. This is terrible. I haven't solved this in a while, so that's why it's so terrible. Just not used to it, I guess. This could be a soon, I guess, if I want it to be. So yeah. Oh wait. I think right here I can just do a T-permanent solve. I messed up a lot on the last layer. The first layer I messed up too, but I still got that done with. And I saw this. Oh my gosh. It's like a finger trick that I made up for this. It makes it go by faster, but I messed that up a lot. That was a terrible solve, but at least I solved it. Messed up quite a bit. So here, I think this is the Zhanchi that I brought in the water or whatever. It's not terrible, it's just got quite a bit slower when I brought it underwater. This was my main for quite a while. I didn't care because there's no competitions in Florida until right after I stopped cubing. Florida Keys 2014 happened, like, right after I started, like, getting out of cubing. I could still solve it, but I just, like, was like, I didn't care much about competitions like I did, earlier in 2014 and 2013. Then I cared about competitions a lot, and I really wished, like, I could go to one, but I never could because there's none in Florida. I was, like, always wishing, why can't I go to one in, like, Massachusetts or something, because there's never anyone anywhere near Florida. One time Georgia, but my parents would never bring me there anyway. But, that's too far. But maybe now, like, there's nationals or something, yeah. But I'm happy there are competitions in Florida now. So here is the YJ and equilateral cube. Pretty cool cube. I solved this a few times, but only a few. So yeah. Pretty cool cube. Really, kind of difficult to solve though, because of the colors, kind of. It's kind of weird, but it is pretty fun to solve. And yeah, and the different like sizes of the layers are pretty cool. Next is a Rubik's 2x2 that is so terribly turning, because I also even brought this one in the water. This is like even worse than when I got it. It's just so terrible to turn. I can barely even get under 10 seconds on this if I use Ortega. That's sad because I average like below 3. Well, this I can probably do. It's just the second one. Look, this. Let's see. That's probably the best I could ever get on that. That was like 5 seconds for like a 1 second I did on it normally. So here is a 55mm thin sheet, and this should be as big as the Dian. See, this is as big as the 55mm Dian. This 2x2 is very big. It's an okay cube. It's not the best, but I got this for Christmas this past year, and it's still pretty good. It's probably good for people that have really big cans, but there are cubes that are much better. So let's see, I'll solve. Using Ortega. Ah, darn it. And I turned it over like a Z2 because, and I knew it when I had the CLO. I just didn't bother to do something different because I didn't think of it. Here's a mini Oolong. Really nice cube that I got like in early April, like a little after Spring Scramble though. It's still a pretty nice cube, just has really like snappy corner cutting and a snappy feel and locks up quite a bit. But it still can be really smooth. I think this is an Oolong V1 mechanism, but it's still pretty good. Here's my Rubik's Void Cube, which is my only Void Cube, which is not a good cube at all. I did re-sticker the pink side, I think, to be white, to be normal, and the red side in this other color, whatever it is. I re-stickered white, red, and blue for it to be normal color scheme, which I don't remember what it was before, but yeah, whatever it was. It just does lock up quite a bit, but I don't know if there's much better Void Cubes anyway. So yeah, this is my Void Cube. It's getting 38 minutes. Speed this up. Here's my 2x3x4, which I got in for Christmas 2015, and I think I figured out how to solve it that day multiple times. Solved this since then a few more times, but it's kind of like interesting to solve and figure out. It's pretty fun puzzle too, although it locks up sometimes quite a bit. It's still pretty cool. It's my only n by n plus 1 by n plus 2 puzzle. A few more puzzles left. This is my mirror blocks, ShengShou mirror blocks. It was a little bit away from being solved. It still has like the centers mixed up. I think all of them, or all but one. So yeah, I'll fix that now I'm telling you about it. I got this sometime in 2013, I think. It might have been Christmas, but I don't think it was. I think it was before. It probably was Christmas, I think, now that I think about it more. and I don't have the patience to fix those centers right now. But yeah, it is a pretty good cube. It's my only 3x3 mirror box, and I think the best time I could get on this is like 140 when I tried to speed solve it, because I've tried to speed solve most all of these puzzles. This is my Feng Shi Shrang Ren, which is my main for a while. I got this like May or April 2014. I liked it, and it was my main throughout when I stopped using until I stopped cubing, and when I started until I got my Moyu puzzles or whatever. So this cube got me my PB single of 48 seconds that I did not even, which was in 2014, which I did not even beat until January of this year. So yeah, I remember when that happened, and I was so happy because I only used beginner's method. But January this year, when using CFOP, which it took that to get faster than that, I got even a low 40 average or something. I got like 48, like that was slightly faster. 47 I got, I think, then like a 45, 43, 41, and then a 31, which stayed my PB for like over a month, or no, just almost a month. For my competition, my PB is 25. So yeah. Thank you, Spring Ren. Wait, in here, in there. I have this. This is a Mosey 2x2x1, which is the start of the N by N by N by. Oh, no, this is an N by N by N minus 1. It's not the same thing. That's not nowhere near what I was talking about before. This is a Mosey 2x2x1, which I remember when I was solving this, it would take me like 1 or 2 seconds to do. But the reason is because you have to, like, you can't really do a U2 that well. This is kind of just like a 2x2 with no middle layers. I could do this every time in, like, all sub low 1. All low, whatever, because it only takes up to 3 moves. I can always do it, like, sub 0.5. Always, definitely. Probably even sub 0.4 almost every time. With this, it's harder to finger trick and stuff. And I got this in 2013. I ordered it somewhere online or whatever. I think, what's it called? That's HK Now store. I ordered it there. It's a pretty cool cube, though, I would have to say. The last few cubes, I think these are some cubes that I brought onto the boat one time. Here is my Moyu cube, not my magnetic, my old regular Moyu. That's my main, only at my first competition. So yeah, it's pretty tight because I did, like, change it. And you can really feel the ball bearings in this cube. And it's not too fast, and I probably get bad solves if I use this in comp because it's really tight. Can't really make it much better because I think I kind of messed this up a little bit, but it's not a terrible cube. It's still pretty nice. Been saying that a lot. Anyway, here is, I think, my Tangpo, which is probably it's still a really nice cube except for little catches. But this is my main in my first competition. And what about my second? No, my second competition I used my Diamond. This is just my main in my first competition. I restickered this in the beginning in January of this year. I think this was my first cube that I restickered. I was really proud of it, though, to resticker this. Changshao 4x4, I think version 2 or 3 or something. Got this in my bundle, like I was saying earlier, the 2, 3, 4 bundle. And this was, I think this might have been my first. No, it was my second. My first was Ishin. Yeah, final cube, Changshao 5x5 was also my main until I even got my Huachuang for Christmas this past year. So yeah, this, it's not a terrible cube. I did try to, like, mod it, like, each side I took off and I shaved, if you can't see, I shaved, like, down the center pieces, which I actually took this apart a little bit, which, just the center pieces, which I found online how to do that. I shaved them down a little bit, which didn't do much, but I was like, I had to do this. This is my only good 5x5 till Christmas, and I wanted to be happy with my 5x5 at least. Even though I knew I was getting a new one in a week or so, I still wanted to do this. So yeah, this is all for this second part of my unboxing. Next part, I'm going to be, not unboxing, sorry, cube collection video. I'm going to be taking my cubes, the last few cubes I have in that bag, and my green bag, my main bag. Along with that final part, which would be like, I'll probably be doing a final part after that of the cubes that David has that he's borrowing of mine. So yeah, that's it for the second part of this cube collection video. And yeah.